Who wants to bring it in and say hello, everybody? Welcome to the Funny Implication Hour.
We just did it.
Hello.
It's me. Hello, everybody. We did it. It's me, Coleman, and these are my friends, Sammy, Jeff, and also Reezy, the Soop Boys, back again, once more, to tell you about some epic, funny Marvel implications again.
Big implication hour, bro.
Oh yeah, and this time we've got some brand new stuff because what phase are we even on now? Is it phase 4, phase 5?
4.
Phase 4 is
4.
officially initiated.
Yes, sir.
Wandavision is here. We are 3 episodes deep. The newest episode that just dropped.
So, that being said, bro, big spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, of course, as you may guess, we are going to be talking about events from the past 3 episodes, so if you
We're
haven't seen
gonna
it, don't
be
watch
stripping it bare, bro. Should we start with episode 1?
Yeah, we should just
Do a
dive in
bit
episode 1.
chronological.
Oh, we're just gonna go from episode to episode.
Yeah, we'll
guess
dive in
so.
it because pretty much every episode, like even they all have something different in terms of like even like intros and stuff. The intros usually have a lot of
that's
implications. Every episode has like the funny. They have little advertisements in the middle of them that come with little
Which
implications and
are
stuff.
starting to reveal things, I think.
Yep.
Every single one of those advertisements has been a Easter egg of some form, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
Of Wanda's life.
Yep. Even then, like, there's not much to say about the episodes themselves because the first 2 are mostly very slow setups and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, how do you feel about the actual sitcom? Do you
Yeah,
think it's
exactly.
good content.
I think I like the whole concept of the sitcom thing's really it's cool so far. It's intriguing. It's got my interest because they really do get all the sitcom tropes of all the different decades in pretty accurately so far. Like the one in the 50s with a top of a toaster and the guy's like, "Are you tired of your wife burning your toast?"
The general kind of vibe of the show is, I'm not really a sitcom man, but the fact that I can get through that means that the little sprinklings
Is your
of
favourite show not Big
implications-
Bang Theory, no?
I mean, besides that, bro, I do watch at least
Yeah.
10
What
hours
beverage,
of
bro?
reruns every day, bro.
He was the number one
Bazinga,
superfan.
bazinga.
Penny.
Well, no, I don't like sitcoms too much,
No.
but it tells to the tale that I'm watching all because the sprinklings of implications are
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
powerful.
they be sprinkling a lot of little tiny things of like something's not quite right in this world. So the set was it called Westview, isn't it? So
Yeah, I think so.
obviously we were talking about this before in like the first implication video about how it was probably going to be like a No More Mutants type scenario where Wanda creates a world around her where like the mutants are supreme, but in this time
Yeah, she's
it's
become...
more even then there's like hints dropping that might be bigger things at work, but what we can assume right now is that Wanda has created this big world in Westview out of sheer fucking grief from losing Vision and just put everybody else close to like Quicksilver and stuff.
I'm wondering what the timeline is on that then. After Endgame, it's
Ah.
like she just went straight and just formed her own pocket
Yeah,
dimension or
exactly.
what?
That's sort of, man, yeah.
And how are they gonna go
Well,
about that?
I've heard a theory that it's not even Wanda that's doing it. I don't
Yeah.
believe this theory, but I've heard
I've also
a
heard
theory
something
that it's
about that.
Vision.
Oh,
really?
Vision.
I've heard something
All right,
else
yeah.
about
Also,
that.
what do you
Vision's
what do you
world.
think about the Vision thing?
So what's the depths of that one then?
Well, the theory I've heard is that the whole show takes place between what's the one before Endgame called again?
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Infinity War and Endgame.
Oh,
It's Vision when he dies goes into the Mind Stone and creates this universe in the Mind
oh,
Stone.
in the Mind
Wouldn't
Stone?
that just
That
be
would
a
be
twist?
That'd be a crazy ass twist.
Because
And I didn't-
literally no one would expect that, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No,
like,
not at all, because it's
But it's
called
something they would definitely
WandaVision,
do. Yeah.
like a television, but Wanda, so you'd assume. But I didn't really buy it. I didn't think it had any credence until I watched the trailer back the other day, and there's a shot of Wanda, and then it cuts, and it's the Mind Stone like letting off some yellow goo.
Lay yellow mind goo.
So that's what I was gonna say when
Yeah.
you brought up that someone else was making this realm. I've seen a lot of rumors saying that it might be Mephisto.
Yeah,
himself.
I've also seen Mephisto rumors. Been a lot of stuff talk about that. Apparently,
Oh, that'd just be epic.
if y'all don't know, Mephisto's basically just the devil in the Marvel comics. There's been a lot of things like if they're saying they're being he's been teasing like Loki and stuff like that. Apparently, I've seen like there was images and stuff like that, like in a church or something, and like there's some
Probably only a matter of time before
yeah.
it pulls up in something. to
Yeah,
be
there's
honest.
been a lot of stuff saying like Dottie, you know that blonde woman who's like the head in charge. People are saying that could be Mephisto in
The blonde one?
disguise. Yeah. Because she's the one that hears the the radio trying to reach out to Wanda, who's doing this to you, Wanda. She can hear it. She freaks out and
Yeah.
smashes the glass. Other people are
Yes.
also saying that Agnes, the
Interesting.
funny sassy friend that Wanda has.
Yeah.
I think they were saying stuff. Apparently, there was a woman in the comics called Agnes Knightwood or something like that.
It's like Agatha or something,
yeah,
I think.
She's like
She's like the mentor woman.
She's like a bewitcher woman in the comics that fucks with Wanda a lot, and she ties in with Mephisto and all that sort of stuff too.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
well, that probably leads even more credence,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that is the comparison to draw. Because I seen like it was one still frame, and this is from episode 3, so we're jumping about a bit, but it doesn't spoil.
Yeah.
She had a little necklace on it, bro, and the necklace had two little baby boys and like a Grim Reaper scythe in the middle of it, bro.
And then
wait, who had that on?
Agnes.
The brown-haired woman?
Yeah.
Sassy friend.
All right.
And then, speaking of Wanda's friends, she has the other friend in the show, Geraldine, is it?
Yeah. Did you know in that scene, she didn't know she was going to be called Geraldine until she said it. That was an ad-lib name.
Nice. Yeah, because that's the thing, because in the actual... That's not her name, that's her persona, bro. Because they even said before the show came out that she was Monica Rambeau, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
And Monica Rambeau has had her... She's got a whole history of...
Monica Rambeau?
I believe so.
And
I think if you have seen Captain Marvel, the little girl in that, because
that was her. That's right.
That's her. That's little girl.
And Monica Rambeau's got some utterly grand implications, bro, because she was a different Captain Marvel. She was the first. I think she led the Avengers at a point, bro. She's been through like 4 different superhero aliases, and there's like a running joke that every single alias she takes is like someone else pulls along and takes the alias as well, and then becomes like a more popular character. It's pretty funny.
There's a lot of implications there for her.
She could become...
I like that. I didn't actually know that, but I kind of like
there's some big lore, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of little characters and stuff coming through that are doing all sorts of... They're implying a lot of weird stuff.
So the fact that the friend comes in and says that her name's Geraldine when they said that her name is Monica, that already gives implication to something.
And then, of course, one of the implications that we said in like the first episode, Sword. Well, would you believe it? Here we are.
Yeah,
we're already in it. From the first episode, we've been seeing the Sword logo all over the place. Sword logo on the little monitors. We got a little Iron Man helicopter pulling up with a Sword logo on it. We got the Beekeeper with a sword, whatever the hell that is.
What was that?
Exactly.
Was
the Beekeeper.
Why bees?
I don't know, because like
that's a character in the comics, isn't it?
I don't
is
think
that true?
I've not seen. There's no like Beekeeper character that I can find anyway.
I'm sure there's one. I think. Not to steal from a different YouTube channel, but I watched a YouTube video the other day where a guy talked about a Beekeeper character. I don't think it was Sword, that's the only thing.
Seems like a lot of people are working for Sword.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of people pulling up. There was that Jimmy Woo, I think, who was in one of the... I think he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah,
that was supposedly his voiceover.
Yeah, he was an FBI agent. I think now he's working with Sword as well, I guess. He's been tied up in this nonsense. And
also, supposedly, when when it panned out to see Wanda's
the little guy in the room
on TV.
Yeah.
Whoever was in that room, supposedly that's the girl from Thor, from the old ones.
Oh, really?
The one that becomes
like
Lady
the science
Thor?
friend. No, the other girl.
Oh,
Kat Denning or whatever her name is.
Yeah, that's her.
Everyone's pulling up.
I don't know how true that is, but someone said it.
But she's in the show.
It kind of feels like they're acquiring.
She's Sword agent now as well, bro. They really just be hiring anybody.
It looks like they're just implying that any kind of person who's been attached to the MCU that are like normal people that know are getting rolled up into Sword now, bro. It's really cool. It's like some mad recruitment.
Remember the end of one of the movies where you see Samuel Jackson in that ship?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Was that not to do with Sword?
Yeah,
that was like the first
Sword's meant to be space shield, so and it looks like I guess they deal with otherworldly phenomena that involves
it's looking like it's alternate reality.
And of course, that's the point, because what we saw at the end of the most recent episode, Geraldine
had
a little...
Just do it, bro. There's no... I mean, throw out the episode discussion, bro.
Yeah, we're just jumping around with the implications that we've seen so far. That still ties in with Sword, because she...
To be fair, there's not enough to talk about in 1 and 2 anyway.
There's
a lot of sitcom in there, so
there's a lot of sitcom stuff. They all have
3's where everything starts to, that's when the claws get into you and you're like, ooh, what's happening?
Because that's what I was thinking. There's only so long they can do this little kind of teasers in a sitcom.
Well, it's 9 episodes and they're moving pretty quickly in terms of, I didn't think she'd have the Waynes yet or anything.
Well, yeah,
but spoiler alert, she has the wins.
I
mean, at the rate this is going, bro, the children could be like fully grown people in like 2 episodes.
Yeah,
what the hell, bro? What could that possibly into?
Do you think Quicksilver's gonna make an appearance?
He definitely got name dropped, and then we started talking about Ultron and stuff too. So I feel like she's gonna imaginate some sort of.
If Vision's dead and she can bring him back, why not?
And maybe it could be that.
And
that was a big implication, bro.
Do the names mean anything from the comics?
Tommy, I don't know. See, I'm I'm not too
Because
sure.
they were like Tommy, Billy all
Tommy,
episode. I'm
Billy,
like,
yeah.
are they trying to tell us something here?
I mean, they have children in the comics, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because pretty much
Maybe one
I've
is
noticed
Tommy or
now,
Billy.
after a lot of reading, a lot of these names that they've used have actually appeared in the comics one way or another. Even like, what were we talking about last time? Glamour and what? The other one? Illusion. They were a group of people that lived in Westview as well in the comics who did all that sort of stuff. So I think every name that has been used seems to tie in with something from like Wanda's lore in the comics, Wanda and Vision's relationship and stuff. Because yeah, it just seems like they're bringing all that sort of stuff in one way or the other.
It's getting pretty juicy, bro.
See in the middle, now 1 and 2, for me it was enjoyable episodes. But see when we got to 3, I was watching 3. I was enjoying it. It was great. But as soon as I was like off my seat going, holy shit, it was when she talks about I was a twin and she says Quicksilver's name.
Yep.
And then she starts singing, bro, in Sokovia.
She does it in her accent, changes back to her normal accent.
That was really cool.
And I was sitting going, wait a second, I don't really notice those kind of things, but I noticed that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the world's bleeding through a little bit.
And then obviously Geraldine was like, I didn't say that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like, oh,
and then
So what? We need to get into that, bro.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was gonna get.
She asked too many questions, and Wanda said, "Yeet out of my dimension," and then she washed up at some sort of facility, bro.
Yeah.
What is her deal, bro?
Well, that makes it because like.
Was Geraldine's deal or was the deal?
I mean, it's Monica Rambeau, as we've previously discussed, and she's got to be something because in the comics she was Captain Marvel and a bunch of people. So maybe she's the leader of S.W.O.R.D.
Right now
or
it
something,
seems like
bro.
she's a short. She's like she must be high enough to be the one. She's getting planted into the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now she kind of blew her cover a little bit. And you know the theory we're saying we don't really know who. It's kind of been we're being led to assume it's Wanda's world, but it's still ambiguous. But she must know enough to fucking yeet her out of the world.
Yeah, she's got to be aware.
Because that actually as well. Jeff said earlier on that it might be Vision's world, but a couple of points against that is that Wanda keeps. If anyone questions that, she's the one shutting it down. And Vision himself is questioning the world already.
Yeah, we saw that Vision tried to say fucking he's trying to say
something's going on.
There's something very weird happening.
That sneaky cut, that was really cool.
That was
that was the first moment since watching the show I went, okay, that was clean. I like where we're going with this.
See the third episode. Now I think I'm completely right with this. But see when the neighbours were having that conversation. Do they know? They know that
they know something.
I think Agnes or Agatha or whatever her name is. Agnes, she knows a little. She must know a little something.
Well, the big man next door knows something too. He was hedge trimming the concrete, bro. Did you see that?
That was bizarre.
And I feel like.
And then when he got told don't, and he just kept going anyway.
See, I felt like that was because the way they were talking about it after, I felt like he was doing that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to go like, I'm cutting through concrete. That's weird, isn't it, Vision?
It's like, isn't something strange about this buddy?
Yeah, man. It feels like.
Oh, you think that?
Yeah,
I read it as like he's an AI basically coded in, but he was glitching.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is like. The implication to me, everyone like you saw like the doctor was saying like, I don't know if we're gonna get away. It's all these small towns. It's
hard to
escape. So the implication.
He got right up in the camera, bro. He stared directly to the audience, bro.
Escape. So the implication to me there is the people used to the residents of Westview, Wanda pulled up and got sucked into this world, and they're like half aware. So like they're stuck in their happy-go-lucky personas, but you can feel like the subconscious. I want to leave this place. Something weird.
I mean, even from the first episode when like the first bit where they started twisting it when the doctor was choking and the wife was like,
"Stop it, stop
and
it."
Then by the end of it, she was like going hysterical almost.
Yeah, exactly.
I seen a theory, bro. A theory that every single resident of Westbrook is deceased.
Oh my.
And Wanda's like, it's like a realm of the dead almost, and that lends a bit more credence to Mephisto. And the little Grim Reaper scythe on the thing.
That gives more credence to like on the thing, and it makes Vision's there also. You know, make us
exactly. He's a dead man. Pietro's a dead man. Ultron's a dead man.
Oh, could you imagine if Ultron pulled up? That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't that just be? I mean, somebody said that someone that we won't expect is pulling up, bro, and I think like Quicksilver is expected.
Yeah.
So that's
because Ultron. Because remember they had quite a tight relationship in. Age of Ultron, they were team for them. I think they were good friends. So obviously I think that relation, like, she was the one that ripped out Ultron's heart at the end, so you could tell there was a lot of like, oh my, you know, I trusted you once, so there's obviously a lot of complex emotions and relations regarding Ultron.
Vision and Ultron are pretty much two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, Vision
also.
was meant to be Ultron too, so they got together, which makes you wonder even further. Like, indeed.
Maybe
Welcome to
Ultron pulls up and he's like, "What the? I wanted a piece of that, man."
Strings, I got no strings. I got
Ultron pulls up and starts simping immediately.
Welcome to the.
But to lead a little bit more of a tidbit towards that death theory, in the opening credits, the intro bit for the most recent episode, apparently there was like, I didn't notice this, but apparently it was like the Grim Reaper's helmet was there, like insignia on the intro somewhere.
I wanted to touch on that, like the theme of hexagons in the show. Anyone noticed this?
There's a theme of hexagons?
I looked out for it in this episode, but I never noticed it.
There's the intro.
Well, that's
the
something
intro,
to do with bumblebees, and we had that beekeeper man, so maybe there's something to that.
The intro has all these little hexagons, like they're little, you know, the end screens and stuff. They're always in hexagons. Episode 2, the animated opening, they had the little stars in a hexagon. Now, obviously, let's think about this. How many corners are there in a hexagon?
6.
How many infinity stones exist? There are 6 infinity stones.
And how many fingers are on my hand if I add one to it?
6. And which one is the infinity stone that makes Vision? The Mind Stone. So
that could be a little cheeky one.
The animated intro, right? There's a scene where Vision's getting changed and stuff, and he's walking through the wall. If any of you may have noticed, in the wardrobe there was a helmet that looked like Hela's helmet. It's actually related to a character called the Death Knight, who's in the comics.
I think that's the Grim Reaper thing. I think that's
Death Knight may be pulling up. That'd be kind of crazy. Death Knight's
I didn't know that. I guess he's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
In essence, but his name is Death Knight.
You see his helmet sitting there, and
the helmet I referred to, bro.
Maybe Death Knight may be in cahoots with Mephisto. Could be an agent for him or something.
So wouldn't that lead credence to the fact that everyone is dead?
Everyone is dead.
How do you think Wanda got there then? How did she get to the land?
That's the point. You were saying it could have been between Infinity War and Endgame, and that makes sense because we do need to remember there was a 5-year gap between there, like 5 years of just like nothing happening. Like, I don't know. Was Wanda one of the people that got snapped? I can't even remember now. Oh, she did. Well then, maybe not after all. Unless
could be like, well, she's like a powerful Wiccan, bro. So maybe she found a way to summon the devil when Vision died, and she said, "Bring him back."
Also,
at least you're gonna get put in some sort of realm that's gonna benefit me in some sort of way.
It has credence as well. You were talking about the realm of the dead thing, bruh. Wanda herself could be dead at this point.
So she's basically in her own hell.
Kinda, bro. Almost in our own paradise.
Really, it's like, who could know what's gonna happen here, bro?
That's what I enjoy about this, right? Even though the first 2 episodes were not what you expect from a Marvel TV series,
slow
right?
cooking the first 2 episodes for sure.
It's open to this could happen. It's not like simple. It's like there could be many different kinds of stuff, many different scenarios. Really quite interesting.
Unique. They've taken a very unique angle on how to storytell this, and the way that they've done all the weird jump cuts and stuff, like the one with Vision where he's like, everything's weird, and then she's like, and then it like cuts like a second before, and then the one where like the beekeeper pulls up and she's like, I don't think you will. Yeah, man.
See that's what you've also got to know. It definitely must be her world because she can control it.
Yeah, I do think it is, but
it could also be she's like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of connection between her and this Mephisto character that she's not aware of. So whenever she feels agitated, like my world's getting rocked, he's like, oh, better stink and do some crazy magic and then wipe it all out, you know.
So he's basically manipulating the heart.
It could be.
He doesn't know.
It could very well be.
Like, a lot of times, Marvel movies and I guess the shows now, they follow the comics of some sort of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
looking like it was gonna take aspects from House of M and stuff. But then I also feel like a lot of the times Marvel know that a lot of their fans and like the deep cut can see this coming, and then they just twist it on them, bro. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, they usually MCU is really good for like taking pre-existing comic stuff and then adapting it in for their own use for their own universe. So yeah, it could like
anything.
Be anything.
It could truly be anything. I want to talk about this tidbit as well. Did Vision ever have super speed in real life?
Oh, bro.
Maybe like her brother did before he died?
Oh, what's the point?
Something implication?
I think that's a bit of Quicksilver that she's like put in, because she's obviously thinking about him as well, and he.
Because Vision ain't there, bro. He dead. That's her ideal Vision.
Vision could fly.
Yeah, Vision's main powers.
Yeah, he could fly.
Vision's
He was
powers
super
like
speeding in her reality though. So what does that mean?
Vision can fly. Vision has the power of intangibility and all that sort of stuff. He can become super steel, or he can become go through stuff. Super speed is not one of his, which is very interesting.
So
As far as I'm aware.
Quicksilver we've got in there.
It might be. Maybe it could be that Wanda's interpretation of Vision for this world has some sort of. It's like a culmination of all the people that she's lost, you know.
Well, he's definitely not the same personality-wise as he was prior to the
he's
show.
much more goofy, bro. His character is really good though. I really like the way they've done him. So
Paul Bettany's done very well.
Paul Bettany's really good in this role.
Just what the bruh.
I feel like it's because the first two episodes were like the black and white like setup episodes, you know, to get you into the world and get you an idea of the weird stuff that's going on. And then as soon as we've jumped to colour, now we're on the road now. We've landed on this landing strip, and now
you gotta think about this as well, bro. Like we all have talked in these other implication hour videos and kind of figured a little bit out of what we were to expect for this.
Yeah, we've got a few things.
The typical Marvel viewer, bro. They're going in thinking we're going to see all explosions and what. And then it's just a perfectly normal sitcom. Then those little sprinkles of madness must hit so much harder, bro.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Oh, yeah, I'd like to talk about the ads, bro, because the episode 3 advertisement made me kind of go,
Hydra soap.
Yeah, so the first one was that weird toaster thing. We had the
Tony Stark toaster,
bro. It's Tony Stark toaster, right? But one thing that is pretty weird was the blinking red light. That was the only bit of colour. We've already kind of noticed that things that have colour on them are not of that world, because in episode 2 we saw the Iron Man helicopter was the only thing in colour there. Now we've got this blinking red light, and they focused on that.
The only colour is red. Also,
they focused on that colour a lot. Like the sound was getting,
if you will,
the sound was getting louder and louder, and the woman's just like staring at it and stuff. So it's like, look at that.
I never noticed that.
Look at that imply. That's a very weird thing. I don't feel like they just put that in for stink and giggles, you know.
Even the ad people are just trapped in a perpetual set doing an advert.
Then we've got the Strucker watch from Hydra. We all know Baron Strucker was the one from Age of Ultron who was testing on Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, one with the monocle. That's that guy. So does that mean like they said like he'll make time for you as well? Like what? Is that just a funny little thing, or is that going to imply anything, or whatever? But the one
there's been a lot of little throwaway taglines like that got grander implications. In the second episode, when the title screen came in, it was like WandaVision. The world is what you make it, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and then, the one that has like the biggest implication to me that's most closely tied to Wanda is the most recent one, where it was the Hydra soap, because the whole idea was like, is life too stressful? Can you not handle what's going on in reality right now? Take yourself away from this place, make your own little land, bruh. And she's just sitting booing.
In the bathtub with Hydra soap.
And then it's like, when you want to become a goddess or something, is that trying to imply that like our powers are awakening into something else, or what? Like,
because with her level of power that they've been teasing up her and that we know from the comic books, by the end of this show,
we've barely scratched the surface.
Also, I'm pretty sure I've seen. I don't know the credence of this one either, but I've seen someone say that this show had like a bigger budget than like Infinity War or something crazy.
What? Really? That's crazy.
Can't be true.
I can believe it.
If it goes to a big CGI something,
a whole quarter of the episodes are the credits, bruh. So there must be a lot of people working on this. It's basically like a film.
True that is, but
it's like
it's a large amount. It's like 9 minutes every episode.
It's like a movie crew are filming a show.
That's crazy. I'm hoping that the next episode will be set, because the third episode ended not with Wanda, but it ended with Monica Geraldine getting cast out and landing in real life.
In real life.
And then you could see the whole like Containment Field,
yeah,
whatever
man,
it was around.
It was like
did you think that the what is a Westview is like a physical place?
Yes, I think it's I think because the signs there, the sign was in real life. I think it was a real place. Like we were touching on the idea that whatever happened Wanda went to this place, and then either the residents that were there, or maybe it was an abandoned place, like you were saying about all the residents were dead at one point. She went there and then created the world around them. She probably went to this place that was either abandoned or has people living in it, and then she basically created this whole world around her. Because you know, so it's like that one film, Annihilation, you know, where it's like there's the wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, and it's like it's cordoned off.
Yeah,
I thought I wasn't 100% sure if I was seeing it right.
Yeah, you did,
but
because there was the weird staticky wibbly wobbly. It looks like they're trying to contain it as well, which makes you wonder.
It's definitely Containment Field, and they got agents. Because she hit that ground and they were there, bro.
Yeah, they were instantly
they were
on
chilling,
the
they were
scene.
ready.
Many vehicles, helicopters.
Where is that woman? Because what I was sitting there, see when she get pushed down. The camera was slightly going to the right. I was expecting like a building with like a sign on it that kind of had like a symbol of something they might have
Sword
known.
HQ, perhaps.
Like something like that. I was expecting maybe the big A. You know, I was expecting.
Well, I mean, the Avengers are disbanded, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fucked, bro. The building is no more.
The building might be still there. You never know.
Oh,
yeah, the building got
I was just thinking, bro. Let me lay this out.
Lay it out, bro.
So, at the end of Endgame, Vision is dead. Wanda is alive.
Sad,
the Avengers building is destroyed. Captain America's an old man. Thor's gone. Hulk's chilling. Iron Man's dead.
Yeah, everyone's like going away
Wanda's
doing
got
some shit.
nothing to do but what she wants to do, bro. In her wounded state, she picks up
Hawkeye's off on her own thing.
corpse, bro, and takes that to Westview and you know, gets into a house and starts living her life with the corpse of Vision, bro.
Oh, bro, that's dark, man. That'd be some
more
crazy.
real
Oh, dear Lord.
Until it envelops the whole town in this new reality, bro.
Yeah, because we've barely even scratched the surface as to what Scarlet Witch is actually capable of, bro. Like, remember that, like, she could, like, we know for a fact that she freaks out when she's grieving. Remember that time when Quicksilver died? She felt it from over there. She atomized all of the Ultrons around her, bro. Not even, like, destroyed, atomized. They became nothing. They became, like...
Bro, she was beating on Thanos until he said, you need to blast this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well... Like, what can we... Like, that was her brother. Can you imagine what she's going to be like when her life partner has now been killed by the man that just fucked up everybody? Big Thanos, bro.
Another question, though. See, once this is all over and she gets out of this containment bit, will the babies still exist?
How real or fake are they, bro? It makes you wonder.
Yeah, they look pretty dang real.
Well, they could probably tie in, if you're talking about the two babies and the death thing, they could probably, maybe it's like, maybe tie in with Mephisto again, bro. Maybe Mephisto's...
That could be it. Maybe that's part of the deal. He goes, right,
Mephisto demands a sacrifice.
I'll bring him back and you can live your little happy life until you have your children, and I'm taking them away as the bargain.
Bro, that's some real fairy tale stuff, innit? That's crazy.
This could get so dark, bro.
Yeah, it could.
And then the children die and the reality gets crumbled, and then she realizes Vision is dead again, and then she goes
and she made a deal with the devil.
Rampage, bro, to kill Satan.
Yep.
With Doctor Strange.
So this could be another theory that's just clicked in my head. What about the kids? Once the kids, because it's got the mutant gene in it, in them. She kicks ass. She uses it at the end of the season. She's like trying to get her kids back off of Mephisto. Some shit goes down in this laboratory where he's messing with the Waynes. Who could be fully grown at this point. Who knows, bro? He could have a devil lab, bro.
Devil Labs Incorporated.
Yeah, exactly. And then some shit happens, and she like somehow the powers like deflect onto the children, and then it like poof across the whole planet or universe, creating the mutants in the universe of Marvel.
Oh, I mean, yeah, bro. Like, I think, like we've been talking about in the other implication hours and stuff, that Kang the Conqueror is going to be like the big villain, the big overarching villain. But it's starting to look like Mephisto implications are coming in too, and he's, like I said, Satan in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more of a threat, bro.
So it could be like Kang the Conqueror could just be like the world level threat for now. And then, like, Mephisto might be coming up as well, bro. Like, we didn't even consider him in the previous implication hours.
So Mephisto's kind of like a Thanos build-up. Like, he can't and then he comes towards the end, and he's the main villain.
You could be the one.
Because probably not said a long time ago that this show is going to directly lead into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, multiverse of madness.
He's going to be in this show, supposedly.
He's going to pull up, bro. Right. The reality's going to get crumbled after Mephisto throws the switch and kills them kids. Vision's going to flop to the ground as a lifeless grey corpse. Wanda's going to go utterly insane. Maybe Doctor Strange. I still think Doctor Strange will be the one to snap the reality, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Mr. Strange will come back and snap would be the term. Try and get her out this.
What about this? Sam's right? What about Sam is correct, right? They're all like, the babies are gonna disappear, fall to the floor dead, and she's like, Doctor Strange, you need to take me to another reality where my kids and Vision are chilling.
Oh, get them, bro.
And
Get
they're
my life
actually living beings at that point.
That could be
Doctor
it.
Strange do that though. What's his motivation?
Oh, we don't know yet. I mean, they could, like, that's the
He's
thing.
bored. He's just like, oh, what?
Because we've
He's
been
not
talking about
like-
we've been talking about villains and stuff. We've been considering like multiversal threats and earthly threats. We didn't even think about extra dimensional threats. The only thing we've had of that so far is
Doctor
Dormammu.
Strange is coming, bro.
Yeah, the only thing we've only touched on like that a little bit with like the Dark Universe and Dormammu and stuff. So
I think Mephisto could easily be the
yeah,
big
I
one.
think there's going to be like a big one, a big dimensional threat that threatens not even the multiverse, but all the realms. And Mephisto will probably be the one to do it. So
I'm just really thinking right now, how is this going to tie in? Doctor Strange will pull up and be like, right, this
it's a
is
lie.
wrong. And then
Your
how does
life
that
is a
really-
lie.
I'm telling you, I think somehow it's going to come into, like, they need Vision or some shit.
Why do we wrap up with what we think the next few episodes will lead up to? Or maybe, if we want to do that, what do you
Well,
think's happening next?
we're 1/3 of the way through, so why
Yeah.
don't we go, what's going to happen in the next third?
Well, it looks to me like Geraldine... Well, Geraldine has been yeeted out of the world, so she's going to have to report back saying she's capable of doing that. She's been getting rattled by something, said too much, and there's weird stuff going on. So,
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier, in fact. She got blasted through, so I hope the next episode will be from
Have
her
some real life stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll start.
Like,
We're going to
You
start
get
seeing.
explanation a little bit.
We're going to start seeing Geraldine out in the real world trying to deal with this stuff. So we're going to get more information probably from Sword. Hopefully, maybe Jimmy Woo
Definitely
might
get
pull
the
up.
name drop, bro.
Yeah, Jimmy Woo will be pulling up trying to talk about all this sort of stuff that we'll get.
Maybe
a better...
Big Martin Freeman could appear as
Hell
well,
yeah.
boys.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So
Big
yeah, they'll
Martin
start painting a bit more of a
Hell yeah.
picture of what's going on for the people outside of Westview, and then we'll start seeing more weird stuff happening in Westview. The lines are going to blur even further. Bro, it's so hard to
now they
even know.
basically confirmed that it's a dimension. It's something
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the real world, bro. That was a different existence type. Going on.
So-
So I feel like now it's pretty safe to give us more explanations, bro. It's to be like, okay, this is Shield. Wanda's gone into her own dimension. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, we're
Quick
going to
question,
get more
but-
exposition.
See the Geraldine, Monica Rambeau character. So when you first meet her in the previous episode, she says she doesn't know what she's doing there.
She's
So
capping, bro. She was capping. She was
Do you
playing.
think she's lying? Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, do you think they have knowledge that they're in there when they're in there?
She's
No,
not.
because think
I
about
don't-
this one. Go ahead.
No,
Rick.
I think the neighbours and that, they're kind of like, they know that something's wrong. But
Yeah.
I think Monica, whether she has somehow got there and she knows what's going on and she's playing double agent and
Yeah,
trying
exactly. She's been
to
planted,
discover
bro.
what's going on. Yeah.
She's trying to wander
Okay.
around in the world and figure out what the hell's causing it. Because it sounds like they don't even know that really necessarily Wanda's the one doing it. Because they're asking who's doing this to you, you know? So they're not even.
It still might not even be, bro. We
So
could
they-
be talking shit this entire time.
Yeah,
Joe
so it
could-
sounds
Joe
like
could be
Shield
right?
or Sword.
Joe it could be fun if Wanda obviously is kind of in control. It's her powers that are like harnessing this universe, but she's actually in a facility herself, and she's been tested on. And maybe Monica's one of the people that are like, not a doctor, but she's specialised in some sort of behaviour.
magical
Maybe
Nice.
Monica was able to get into that realm because she has some sort of Captain Marvel Spectrum star light
Yeah.
or whatever.
Who knows? We don't even know what she's really capable of yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
We don't know. if
You
she's
don't
got
know.
powers or
What
We don't know.
What about this? But what about that? This all happens. My mind is weaving webs.
bro, this
it's
is
like
what WandaVision-
Charlie. That episode of Sunny right now in my head. What happens if it's Doctor Strange created this parallel TV verse for Wanda because she was so grief stricken she was starting to lose her
She
tits?
started to go crazy. She's like, contain
Yeah.
this for now, bro. Deal with
Yeah,
it
he was
later.
like, "Here, I'll give you Vision back and do what you want. Just chill out." And then
Because
he's
of the
like, "Right,
interdimensional timeout.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Could be.
interdimensional get in the corner."
Doctor
and
Strange is
then-
the kind of guy to do that. He's the kind of an
Yeah.
ends
I was
justify the
like,
means
put it
kind of
aside
guy.
for now. There's
Yep.
bigger things going on. Do you know what I mean? And
Chef,
then he's like,
I've got
going
demons.
too far. Let's say like episode 7, she's taking it too far, and he's like, "Right, I'm ending this." So he ends it, and then she's like, "You took him away from me again. Fuck you."
Oh.
And then she's the villain in Multiverse of Madness, like Mark
Yeah,
said,
bro.
bro.
Oh,
It all adds
bro.
up.
That
villain.
being said, I'd love that. Imagine her as a badass fucking villain in a movie.
I think you're right, Mark. I would put money on it.
I could definitely see that she'll be pulling up as some sort of antagonist for a while, and then Doctor Strange is gonna have to try and cool the fuck down, and then it'll be like, bro. Well, we gotta wrap up soon because like talking about WandaVision is the web. It's the web weaving show so far. So, I think to me she'll start off as some sort of antagonist who's maybe created some sort of multiverse of madness that Strange needs to traverse to either get to the other side, and then maybe she'll cool her down a little bit, and then they'll have to unite against an even greater threat, the overarching threat that was causing all this trouble in the first place. Potentially,
Adam Webb.
Because we've already know for a fact that Doctor Strange is the vehicle for extra dimensional things like Dormammu and all that sort of stuff's already pulled up. So it would not surprise you one bit if he's like, I think.
Does he have the time stones though?
We don't. Oh, that's a good point. I guess. Yeah. Because they pull all the stones back. Reed was the one that pulled the stones back, so we can assume that's been put back in the. We can assume now that the Mind Stone's still in the Eye of Agamotto and he's like protecting it, like Illuminati style. So even you may even know what's going on with like if the Infinity Stones tie into all of this as well in the first place, on the Mind Stone or whatever.
He'll be the man to come through and be like, "Here's a full episode of exposition."
Yeah.
Wait, do you think the stones are still chilling in this universe?
They
got put back. So
the timeline's so fucked,
That's an implication for another day.
Yeah. We got
This multiverse of madness movie comes out, it's gonna confuse a lot of people, but I'm there for it.
We're already in the land of confusion, so we're here to implicate on him for all of you. So
we're gonna live in this bit for a while, bro.
We don't have time to do that. We're assuming you guys do not either.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, I think now it's time for us all to say goodbye, everybody.
Are we gonna return after the next episode, or are we gonna wait for 3 more?
We'll probably wait for 3 more, and then we'll do another.
We'll gauge it on how crazy next week is.
You all know yourselves how crazy that episode will be, and if it's crazy enough, you already know that Super will be dropping a video on him. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, bell. If you haven't seen any other Marvel application words, please watch them, please, and stay tuned because we'll probably be branching out to implicate even more things out there. So let us know what you might want us to implicate about.
To be fair, week WandaVision finishes is the same week that Captain America show comes out. So implications galore.
Thank you for joining us all. Goodbye, everybody. Wait, you ready? We're gonna do it again. One more time. Wah, 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 Wanda. Hell yeah. Was that good? Alright.